One of the questions I normally get from my YouTube page, from my Facebook, from my Instagram is like, Tafara, how do you find these scholarships? How are you always updated of the different scholarships that are there? And yeah, so today I am going to discuss with you the best websites that I've seen, that I've worked with, that normally post scholarships every now and again. So I hope that this video is going to help you map out your way, or map out how you want to find scholarships, or how you're going to secure a fully funded scholarship. So yeah, one thing that I want to say before I go any further is that you have to network. The first thing that I want to talk about is having a good LinkedIn network. So if you're someone who is into humanities, or someone who is into sciences or business, make sure that you follow pages that align with your education goals, or align with your area of interest. That is one thing that keeps you updated, because LinkedIn is a gold mine on its own. Professors post when they want students in their labs. Universities also post their scholarships from there. And one thing that I also like about this platform is that universities tend to post when, like, preparing people to start, applying for scholarships, especially if the universities are in countries where they offer government scholarships, or there are other prominent, scholarships areas. They would actually post on their pages. So yes, before I talk about the best websites that I've worked with, that I've seen, I would like you to try LinkedIn for some time, and see that you'll be kept, connected to the different scholarships that are there. And then after that, if you can also, like, there are a lot of people who work on blogs, they post scholarships, and you can actually subscribe your email to that. You don't have to subscribe to anything that is coming out from there, but you can actually find your area of interest, and then, follow that page. For example, number one I'm going to talk about is the AgriStock page. So if you're someone who is into agriculture, environmental sciences, anything biology related, or chemical sciences, or something like that, this is one page that you need to go to. Subscribe your email from that, because every day they post like master scholarships, they post like PhD scholarships, they post like postdoctoral positions, they post even professorship positions from that website. So yes, if you go on the website, it's a blog thing, but the person, I have followed, the adverts that they have posted, and it has really helped me. And I know that the things that they post, they are actually authentic. So you can actually head on to the AgriStock page, and you can see the different scholarships that are there. This is for people who are doing agriculture, or people who are doing, environmental sciences, or chemical sciences per se. So this is one website that I've worked with that I really like. And then the other one I want to talk about is joining the societies for your field. I'm going to give an example. I'm into breeding and genetics, so I joined the Breeding and Genetics Society worldwide, and then I, subscribed I subscribed to their page. So you would see that any genetics related scholarships, PhDs, master's program, if professors want people, they first post to that mailing list, and it has thousands and thousands of people. So that also has helped me to, secure different scholarships for different programs, because the scholarship doesn't necessarily have to be like a 2-year program, or a 3-year program, or a 5-year program. Sometimes I can get like small scholarships to go and do a course for 2 weeks in another country, or within my country, but everything is paid for. So having that community within, like, my reach has actually helped me with how I see the different scholarships related to my field. So that's one starting point that you can do. Find societies within your area of interest, and also, like, work with that. So now let's move on to like websites that I know that post scholarships. So the first one I'm going to talk about is best for people who want to study in the US, and the first one is College Board Big Future Scholarship. So I've written the email on the screen. Please check this website out and see different US based scholarships that they post. And you can also check if they have a subscription list. You can actually subscribe and get notified when they post the different scholarships. And then there is another one called niche.com. It is also mainly for people who want to study in the US. You should please check it out. If you can also subscribe your email there, then you can actually see any, different US related opportunities or scholarships or fellowships from their website. So yeah, for the US, we also have CAPEX. Please visit CAPEX website, as I've written on the screen as well. And this should be your starting point. If you're someone who wants to study in the US, please check these three out. I might not have extensively worked with them, but I've seen other people also recommending these websites. Now let's talk about, top global websites. These are global. It doesn't matter if it's going to be the US, Asia, or Africa, or even Europe. They just post anything global. They just post irregardless of the area that you are into. So the most prominent that I have also gone on when I was looking for scholarships is the scholarships.com website. This website is rich in scholarships. So if you're someone who's looking for scholarships, this should be one area where you should visit and see like the different scholarships that are there. So it doesn't matter which field you are into. They post scholarships from humanities, sciences to business related scholarships. So please check this out. And then the other one is the Scholarship Owl. So this Scholarship Owl kind of has like an AI interactive, environment. You can actually go there and actually find different scholarships that fit your niche, that fit your area of interest. And then we have FastWeb, we have Chegg scholarships as well. These websites will help map out like a way forward on how you should go about your scholarship search journey. Also have like there are these websites kind of post like unique scholarships or scholarships that are underrepresented. We have those prominent scholarships that if I mention you would definitely know about it, but then there are other scholarships where they are actually trying to find people from those underrepresented groups. And one of the websites that posts that is the Bold organization, the bold.org. So they actually focus on those underrepresented groups. So if you want to increase your chances of getting a scholarship, please visit this website. Before we actually move on to the biggest scholarships that the international scholarships websites that I wanted to talk about, whereby I know if I mention you definitely know. You're like, oh Tafara, I actually know about this, because they are prominent, they are well known, they have like thousands and thousands of students they have been funding for the past I don't know years. But yeah, you would know about them. This should also be your starting point as well, taking into consideration that something that is well known is very competitive and all of that. That's why I gave you a vast number of websites that you can actually visit and see that I can actually get scholarships from these different areas. So we have the profellow.com. I've never used it personally, but if you go on the website, you can actually see quite a number of scholarships from there. And yeah, you just vet it out and see like what other programs can you apply for. And then we have the internationalstudent.com. This is also a starting place because they have actually a database of different scholarships for international students. So then if you're in that website, you are actually in a one-stop shop where you can actually do different things, see different scholarships, and note them down to apply. And then one I have used extensively is the study portals. This is a scholarship website. I know that they post quite a lot of scholarships. So if you go there, you can actually select scholarships based on country and different things. And then, that will help you like map out which scholarship you would want to pursue. So lastly, before I close out on this video, I want to talk about those international scholarships that I know you probably know about them. We have the DAD from Germany. This is very popular because it takes students to study in Germany, and also DAD does these in-country, scholarships, whereby you don't need to move abroad to come to Germany to do them, but they fund you whilst you are at their university. So this is very prominent and it's well known. And what I like about the DAD website is that they have quite a vast portfolio. That means they cover all the fields. It's not like it's a science-based, program, but they actually have from humanities, development studies, policy making, business, everything. You can find it in that. And one thing I like about them, they cover all the stages. Like you can be funded as an undergraduate, you can be funded as a master student or as a PhD student. You can also be funded as a postdoctoral researcher or even just professorship. It really, posts different opportunities for different levels. So I think whether you are starting out to look for a scholarship for your bachelor's, your undergraduate, or you are a prominent researcher who has done quite a lot of work, and sometimes you just want to do those exchange programs where you go into other countries and learn a lot from those other countries, you should check out that website. It is the best, actually. And then the second one is Commonwealth. Everyone knows about the Commonwealth scholarship website. Please do so to check their website. Also, it gives you like an idea of like where to look for, what to look for. And then I've talked about the study portal. Now we have the scholarship portal, which is Europe based. On this portal, you find anything related to Europe, and there are quite a lot of fundings in Europe, which you can see from there. So please do so to visit their website. And then we have the We Make scholarships. It is Indian based, but it posts like global scholarships. So please do so to check out these websites and see and map a way like on how you should apply scholarships. So I brought these sites to you because I've been talking about tracking your scholarship journey or tracking how you're doing your applications. So please do so well to visit these different websites that I have given you, and then you can actually be able to create then that Excel sheet to follow that. Okay, I've went on the study portals, I've went on that, I've went on Erasmus portal, and then you see the different seasons that they open, and then you start making your spreadsheet, planning how you're going to apply for these scholarships. Scholarship hunting is a long process, and before you know it, you would think that you would do it in a short space of time, but please, it requires time. So please do so to check out this website. I hope I have helped those who have been asking me questions of where to find scholarships, how to start, and all of that. I hope I have actually helped you out. But before I tap out, I want to share a few tips with you on this scholarships journey. I've shared different websites. One thing you have to do is always double check the deadlines on these websites, and also avoid scams. There are people who create websites and then they embed them with scholarship things to lure you to come to their pages. And then the next thing, you are trying to subscribe. When you subscribe, you're asked to pay money, and then you pay money and then you lose out. So please do so to avoid scams when you go on different scholarship websites. The ones I've shared with you, I'm very positive. I know that they are legit, websites. But there are also those, websites that pop up when you go to the bigger websites, and then you see them and then you follow their links, and then in the end you get scammed. So anything that requires you to pay money for you to get admission, if it's not like for you to get admission or get a scholarship, please do so to refrain from that. And then also make sure that when you go on these scholarship websites, try by all means to note down the different university websites and go directly to the university websites and read through, because these websites are only bringing this information right down to you, but they might not give you all the information to down to the nitty-gritty things that you need to know about a scholarship. So once you have these websites that can help you map out, please do so. If a scholarship is being talked about, University of Göttingen in Germany, try to go to the University of Göttingen website in Germany and see like the different things that they require. This will, one, help you to miss out deadline, two, help you to also tailor make your essays based on what the university really wants. These are just pointers to help you know where you are going. So if you have enjoyed this video and if you really found it helpful, please do so to share with your loved ones, people who you know will benefit from this scholarship information. Please show me some love by liking, sharing, and viewing my videos. So thank you guys for watching this video. See you next time. Bye.